McBride was an all-star for the 5th time in her career as Boston goes backdoor to Hull. Working on Williams. Hull gets it to go. And a foul.
Career high for you tonight. How'd that first half feel, especially with 18 and just 20 minutes of play?
I mean, it obviously feels good, I think, for me, just playing with confidence. We're missing people, so everyone's got to do a little bit extra, be a little bit more aggressive offensively. So that was my mindset going in, and obviously it feels good to see the ball go through the net.
The Indiana Fever are in a desperate fight for survival, and after a night of incredible highs and devastating lows, their future has never been more uncertain. Lexie Hull's career-defining performance was a beacon of hope in a season plagued by relentless injuries. But as a familiar second-half collapse unfolded, it became painfully clear that one player's brilliance might not be enough to save them from a crisis that goes far deeper than a depleted roster. This wasn't just a loss. It was a brutal reminder of the recurring issues that threatened to derail their entire season.
Second all-star appearance was right here in Indianapolis back in July. Oh, looking inside for Boston. She will launch and knock down a 3. Lexie Hull's hit a pair. End of that game, but foul line continues to flummox Smith here this year. Here's Hull backdoor, puts on the brakes and lay it in. It's a Lexie.
Lexie Hull didn't just have a good game. She had the game of her life, and it came when her team needed it most. With her roster stripped down to its bare bones, Hull stepped into the void and delivered a stunning career-high 23 points. She was a force from the very beginning, sinking 18 of those points in the first half alone, playing with a confidence and aggression that was simply electrifying.
Lexie, did you come into tonight kind of expecting to play darn near the whole game, just with the injury situation and the personnel available?
Damn, you played 37 minutes.
I mean, you played a lot too, Kels. What did you play? 35. I mean, yeah, we're down people, so gotta suck it up, play a little tired a few minutes, and take in those timeouts as best we can. But yeah, I mean, we're down people, so everyone's got to do a little more.
Yeah. For you offensively, was the plan to kind of try and get some looks inside early to get yourself going and then start working from the outside, or is that just kind of how the game set itself up?
Just to read the defense, you know. I think I got some really good passes on the back cuts, and that's a testament to my teammates, you know, finding me, but keeping moving, just reading whatever they're given.
She drained threes, made sharp backdoor cuts, and relentlessly attacked the rim, showing a side of her game that had been simmering just beneath the surface. After the game, she spoke about the need for everyone to be more aggressive with so many players out, and it was clear she had taken that responsibility upon herself. Her performance was so impactful that head coach Stephanie White praised her for actively hunting shots, a crucial shift in mindset that turned her into the team's unexpected hero.
Garbage time after things were decided.
And then Chloe Bibby's absence, you'll likely see a lot of Turner on the floor here today as Lexie Hull launches and hits. It's a 3-point parade. Going in. Here is Hull. Look how aggressive Lexie Hull has been here in the first half. That was her 8th shot. Lexie Hull with all the confidence in the world. Petty, wide open. Oh, yes!
What stood out wasn't just the number of points, but the way she got them. Hull refused to be one-dimensional. She sprinted through open lanes, crashed the glass, and constantly forced defenders to chase. Indiana leaned on her.
16 in the first half for McBride. Hull catch and shoot, knocks down another. 18 for Hull. That is a new...
But the reason Hull had to become a hero is a story of absolute chaos. The Fever's injury list isn't just long, it's a catastrophe that has completely gutted their rotation. Before this game even tipped off, they were already without star rookie Caitlin Clark, sharpshooter Sophie Cunningham, Sydney Carlson, and Ari McDonald. Then,
Lexie Hull tonight, career high for her, just especially effective there early on. What were you seeing from her performance?
She was aggressive. I mean, she was hunting shots. She was aggressive to the rim. You know, she knew we needed another scorer on the floor, and because of the attention that Kelsey and AB get, she was getting free and she was hunting shots, and that's what we're going to need from her.
Turner with the offensive rebound. Hull is wide open and knocks down.
But that spark wasn't enough to cover the cracks surrounding her. As great as her night was, one player's surge cannot patch the holes left by a roster gutted with injuries. Indiana needed Hull to be a hero.
Just
and
moments
she gave
before the game, Chloe Bibby was ruled out with knee soreness that flared up during warm-ups. The nightmare didn't end there. In the fourth quarter, veteran point guard Odyssey Sims had to be helped off the court, leaving the team without yet another key player. That's 6 rotation players gone, forcing the Fever to rely on a skeleton crew and recent hardship signees who barely knew the playbook.
Just obviously Chloe Bibby, a late addition to the injury report. Just when did that injury happen, or do you know the severity at this point?
Felt something during pregame, and so holding her out as a precaution. We don't know anything, so hopefully we'll get some more information tomorrow when she can be seen.
Had she been dealing with any soreness or anything like that in previous days, the week leading up to tonight?
Yeah, I think everybody's dealing with soreness at this point in the year. But yeah, I had been dealing with a little bit of knee soreness, and again, just want to make sure that we're cautious and figure out what's going on before she gets out there.
What do you know about Odyssey after I think she left the game and didn't return? Is she injured? What's up with that?
Yeah, no, we don't know anything yet. She's going to get evaluated tomorrow, so we'll see.
With regards to Odyssey, do you have any ideas of what it was she tweaked? Was it a groin or any?
I have no idea. I just heard her say I need a sub, and so I got Shay up there.
For a brief, shining moment, it looked like sheer grit might be enough to overcome the odds. The healthy players rallied together, creating an atmosphere of defiance. Before the game, the team wore MVP Kelsey shirts to honor their leader, Kelsey Mitchell, a gesture she said meant the world to her. Mitchell then went out and proved their point, dropping 27 points and carrying the offensive load. In the paint, Aaliyah Boston battled tirelessly for 15 points and 6 rebounds, providing a steady presence.
Don't think you want to play Lexie 40 minutes. How can you handle the wing without Chloe tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to do it by committee. Bree Turner can guard 5 positions, so she'll be out there defensively. We've got to try to manipulate lineups a little bit more to figure out who we can stretch the floor with. So probably on the floor at the same time as Dee Dee in a lot of things that we do. But again, if it's not going to be spacing the floor in the half court, we've got to be able to get our defense to create some offensive transition opportunities. That doesn't always have to be steals for scores, but we've got to get missed shots that allow us to get out, run out, and try to create some things in transition.
Oh my goodness, I was taken back. It was fun. It was funny. I was very humbled. I was grateful for my group. I love the people I play with, and to know that they would go out their way to make something like that happen for me, it means a lot more than people know, because I have been here the longest. I have, everything that people talk about, I have been, and to know that my teammates kind of like see me as, I have value somewhere, and I feel like they make me feel like, I'm important to them and vice versa. And so that value means everything to me. And anybody knows me, I'm a loyal type person. And so I'm going to forever look at them like forever friends after something like that.
Inside. Perhaps the biggest surprise of the night was Shea Petty, who was thrown into the fire just days after signing a hardship contract. She responded with an incredible 10 points, showing no fear as she knocked down crucial shots. With Hull's explosive scoring in these key contributions, the Fever built a lead and looked poised for a massive upset.
She has managed everything so well, and not only the players resilient, but she's been resilient.
And so too is Kelsey Mitchell, who knocks down
in transition.
Austin and Carlton collide. No whistle either way. Mitchell fires away.
In first place in the league. The only team that has already clinched a spot in the playoffs, assuming there's others. And McBride just reads it and eats it up.
Mitchell launches and knocks down a 3. It's Mitchell's fourth.
But then came the third quarter, and the dream turned into a recurring nightmare. In what has become a deeply troubling pattern, the Fever completely unraveled after halftime. The Minnesota Lynx came out with renewed energy and purpose, and Indiana had no answer. Minnesota went on a massive 32-17 run, erasing the Fever's lead and seizing control of the game in a matter of minutes. The Fever's offense stalled, their defense broke down, and the Lynx punished them with easy drives and second-chance points. The vibrant energy from the first half was replaced by frustration and fatigue as the game slipped through their fingers.
Well, rebound a moment ago from Jessica Shepard. Third quarter. They are shooting 61% on the night. Boston pulls down the offensive rebound, and Indiana Mitchell in the second half and that overtime.
Well, we know she can heat it up.
Oh, Petty shaking off Carrington, and she hits her first shot with the fever. It's a corner three, and Indiana's opened up 4 for 5 from the three-point. Fever on the night are shooting 69%. Look at Turner running the floor like a guard. Kick out Petty. Oh, yeah!
Hull's hot hand.
This repeated failure to hold a lead has put head coach Stephanie White directly under the microscope. While she defended her team's effort and pointed to the immense challenges of integrating new players and managing a depleted roster, the questions are getting louder. Fans are tired of watching strong first halves evaporate due to a lack of effective in-game adjustments. Opponents consistently come out of the locker room with a new strategy, while the Fever seem to stick to a game plan that is no longer working. The injuries are a significant factor, but the coaching staff's inability to stop the bleeding during these third-quarter collapses has become a major point of contention.
Mitchell slicing through, handoff Boston, who lays it in.
Kelsey Mitchell has to make decisions right now.
The field, they're 9 of 21 from the three-point line. Boston spins inside, and she's got back-to-back buckets.
Make
Petty looking inside, finds Hull. Boston, deep position, 2 more!
What Minnesota did was simple but effective. They spread the floor, attacked straight-line drives, and hit the
lulls that you obviously mentioned just now, and how you guys want to make those lulls obviously not
shorter.
as bad. Just what can the team do on the floor? What can you guys as a coaching staff do in the moment to kind of break those up?
Yeah, I mean, some of it's timeouts. Some of it's substitution matchups, although we don't have a lot of those. And some of it's just attention to detail. I mean, championship teams, their attention to detail throughout the course of 40 minutes is there for the most part. And we're learning how to do that.
This loss was more than just a single defeat, it was a critical blow to their playoff hopes. The Fever are clinging to a playoff spot by the thinnest of margins, with several teams closing in fast. With each loss, their already precarious position becomes even more dangerous. They are in a desperate race against time, needing to win games while simultaneously trying to survive an unprecedented injury crisis. The heart and the fight are undeniable, but without bodies and without answers. For their second-half struggles, their season is on the verge of slipping away.
Our players bust their ass. Like, they battle every single game. And they just... It's a couple minutes here and there. You got to play a 40-minute game. But this is a special group of women, man, with what they've been going through and everything that they've had to continue to overcome, and to put ourselves in position. It could have been real easy to fold in that third quarter when they broke it open. To put ourselves in position, to come back to compete to win a ball game. I mean, it's no matter what it happens, win or lose. The roots that this group is forming culturally, the roots that they're forming in terms of competitive spirit and what it means to compete at this level. I mean, those are what allow us to withstand these storms. And the numbers tell a story, but their hearts and their character tell another one. No matter what it happens, win or lose, the roots that this group is forming culturally, the roots that they're forming in terms of competitive spirit and what it means to compete at this level. I mean, those are what allow us to withstand these storms. And the numbers tell a story, but their hearts and their character tell another one.
Lexie Hull's incredible night was a tantalizing glimpse of what could be, but it was ultimately swallowed by the harsh reality of what is. Her performance gave a demoralized team and its fan base a reason to cheer, but it couldn't mask the deep-seated issues that led to yet another collapse. The Fever are now left to grapple with a painful question: was this a sign of the fight they have left, or was it the last bright flash before the season fades to black? The answer will determine whether their playoff dreams are still within reach, or if they are already a casualty of a season defined by unrelenting adversity.